one of these larger bubbles so that see how it's igniting, but it's not a rapid burning rate. Okay, the amperage per tube right here, this is the amperage per tube. I'm running half an amp per tube, about 0.6 amps there, half an amp, .6, 0.5 amp. Now individually, same type of tubes, run PWM, I'm only running 0.1, 0.2 amps per tube. And overall, I'm running between 1.2, 1.7, 1.8 oscillating amperage overall. Very impressed with PWM and how it makes the gas with the amperage that takes to produce this little bit. Alright, I also wanted to let you know that these plates here are what I did most of my testing on, and they've been being conditioned for quite a few months now, maybe 3 max. You notice there's no brown scum hardly. That's because I conditioned this a lot. These tubes here, I just made these tubes last night, these Meyer type tubes last night. So they're not really conditioned. And that's another thing that amazes me, that even though these tubes are not conditioned, look, no brown scum using PWM at low amperage. Look at the production. Look at the cloud. These, same thing, same conditioning since last night. Hey, look at the brown scum running straight DC. Alright, it's 12:28 right now. I'm on another 32 minutes, so I'll come back and show you the temperature and the amperage once more again. And I'm really excited about the high voltage transformer that I made per Mr. Jack B. I'm waiting on some diodes. Well, I'm waiting on the money to buy the diodes. The diodes I want are around between $20 to $30 a piece, but they're 3 amp diodes, 45,000 volt 3 amp diodes. I've already got my resistor, which is the 1 giga ohm at 3 watts resistor I've already purchased. I'll give you a little peek at that here shortly. Alright, I'll be back at 1 o'clock. Alright, I just wanted to show you what I'm working on so I can attach to PWM, which quite a few of us on HydrostarCard.com forum we're working on, like Tadpole, Jack B, Flash. This is my high voltage wire. This stuff is not cheap. This is the resistor, 100 giga ohm 3 watt resistor that Jack B recommended. In the beginning, Jack B and Tapo, I believe, decided that no longer needed a rotary switch, a potentiometer, my bad, which I've already purchased one, which I want to go ahead and use it for this setup. Here's the schematic that we're all working on. Here's my step-up transformer slash bifilar choking coil, which I'm not completely finished with it. I just have to attach my high voltage wire to it and wrap it. What I'm waiting on are the diodes, which I was telling you before. The ones I want, I just need 2 instead of 4 diodes. I'll just have a 3 amp at 45,000 volt, just to be on the safe side, diode. So I just need 2 of them instead of 4 of these. Maybe Jack B can enlighten us a little more if that's if we're capable of doing that. I believe we are. I wrote to Jack B once and he thought it was a good idea. Alright, well, it's 12:40 right now and we're still running the 3 test. And so 20 more minutes, I'll come back and give you a heads up on amperage, heat, voltage, color, brown scum. Alright, be back. Okay, close enough for me. It's almost been an hour. 7 minutes in making an hour. If you see at the bottom left hand corner, it says 12:54. Alright, here's the orangey type pink water that's resonating. Well, I would say it's resonating. I know that it's doing real good production. Notice there's just like a little brown gunk, just a little bit. It's been almost an hour now. Straight DC. Look at this. Look at that. Straight DC off the same type of tubes that I'm running, but a straight DC. Now, remember, these plates here, I've conditioned for a long time. Long time. You don't hardly see any brown mess. It's because I conditioned these plates for a long time. I can't really tell you how many nights I did it, but I think a good round about 2 weeks would be sufficient in conditioning your stainless. Okay, let's look at the temperature first. 104.5. A little warm to the touch, but not bad. But remember, heat goes up. Amps go up as heat goes up. Alright, temperature of this, not bad at all. 85.5, 85.5 degrees. Alright. Here's the PWM electrolyzer. 82.5. The coolest at all of them. Notice this PWM pulse, variable pulse PWM. See how it's pulsating, gating the voltage? Check it out. All kind of frequencies are going through this thing. Okay. It's hooked up to a battery, to this deep cycle battery. In return, battery charger hooked up to it. Check out what it's doing to the amp meter. So it's oscillating the volts and amps. Listen to the sound of the radio once I change the frequency or the market space. The best production is right where I had it marked. Here's the gating. It produces a little bit more when I up the gating. But I'm going to put it back to where I had it because we're doing a test. I'm going to keep it all the same. Now, let's look at the combustion